Whispers at Waverly Hollow. In the style of Simone St. James. Prologue. Waverly Hollow never liked strangers. The pines grew too close to the roads, the fog never lifted, and the townspeople spoke in hushed tones when asked about the Hollow House. But Evelyn Walsh wasn't a stranger. She'd been born here. And now, 20 years after she'd left, the Hollow House was hers. The house left behind. Evelyn arrived just after sunset. The road to Waverly twisted like a snake, and by the time she reached the gates of Hollow House, the air had turned icy and still. The house stood like a mausoleum, 3 stories of gray stone, all the windows black, one shutter dangling loose like a broken limb. Inside, dust coated everything. A stale perfume still lingered in the air, and portraits stared from the walls like silent judges. Aunt Lillian's things had been left untouched. Her coat was still hanging by the door. Her favorite book still lay open by the fireplace. But Evelyn was here for a reason. Her aunt's sudden death was strange. No illness, no fall. Just, found sitting upright in her reading chair, mouth slightly open, eyes wide. The autopsy said, natural causes. But the local nurse whispered a different story. She died looking at something that wasn't there. The mirror room. On the second night, Evelyn found the mirror room. The door was locked, but the key turned easily in her hand, too easily as if the house had been waiting for her. The room was circular, small, lined wall to wall with antique mirrors. Some were cracked, some smeared with dust. One had a long gouge across its center as if someone had tried to destroy it, and failed. In the center stood a wooden chair. And on the seat, a photograph. It was a photo of Aunt Lillian. Behind her stood a girl. Pale. In a nightgown. Face blank. And yet, Aunt Lillian hadn't lived with anyone. The room went cold. Evelyn saw her breath rise. Then, in the largest mirror, the reflection moved. She turned. Nothing behind her. Look back. The girl in the mirror was smiling. The town that remembers. Evelyn sought answers in town. The cafe was half empty, the people older than she remembered. They recognized her. Lillian's niece, one woman murmured. She came back. A man at the back coughed. Careful with that house. Evelyn pressed. Why? But no one would answer directly. Only the librarian, Miss Hale, pulled her aside and whispered, "Don't look in the mirrors at night." Then she handed Evelyn a file, yellowed pages, brittle and worn. Inside, a name. Annabelle Morton. Age 14. Vanished from Hollow House in 1927. Last seen, in the mirror room. Whispers from the past. Evelyn read Annabelle's diary in pieces. The handwriting was frantic, scared. The lady in the mirror calls to me. She says she wants to trade. She wants my face. I tried to tell Mother. She locked the room. But I still hear her. Laughing at night. Tonight I go in. I'll break the mirror. And this. Pray for me. The next page was torn. There were no more entries. That night, Evelyn stood in the mirror room holding a lantern. The mirrors rippled. Shadows flickered. She whispered, "Annabelle?" The mirror answered, "She's still here." The girl in the glass. The days grew colder. Evelyn dreamed in pieces, halls that stretched forever, footsteps behind her, the sound of glass cracking. She found scratches under the bed. Not claw marks, words. Get out. Get out. Get out. But it wasn't a warning. It was a plea. Someone was trapped. Not haunting, imprisoned. In the mirror room, Evelyn touched the cracked glass. It was warm. The girl appeared again. But this time closer. And Evelyn could see, it wasn't a ghost. It was a reflection trying to break out. And her face was changing. The trade. Miss Hale arrived uninvited the next morning. "I knew your aunt. We tried to stop it." "Stop what?" "The house feeds on women. Always women. Always one at a time. Aunt Lillian. She kept the girl inside. Took her place. That's the price. Someone always has to stay behind." Evelyn's hands trembled. "Then who freed Lillian?" Miss Hale's face was grim. "No one. The house took her anyway. It's hungry again." The breaking. That night, Evelyn entered the mirror room with a hammer and salt. The girl was waiting. Annabelle. Her face flickered with Evelyn's own. It was like looking into a broken future. The whispers rose. The glass shimmered. Evelyn swung the hammer. The mirror screamed. Shards flew like knives. A wind howled through the room. Evelyn was thrown back, and in that moment she saw them all. Dozens of faces behind the glass. Women. Girls. All watching. All waiting. Then everything went dark. Epilogue. One stays. They found Evelyn the next morning. Cold but breathing. She left the house and never returned. Sold it to the town. They boarded it up. Again. But some nights, when the fog settles and the pines whisper, people say the windows flicker with movement. And if you look in the glass, you might see someone watching you. Still wearing Evelyn Walsh's face.